That was a compelling case, S&M. It really, really was. It's funny because I was thinking about Offset, and I hope that A$AP Rocky is a more secure man than Offset is, right? If we're talking about being a woman who's significantly more successful, right? So y'all, I guess when the narrative fits, y'all believe one thing more than the other, and I get it. And maybe the fact that it is true that, it's her choice not wanting a ring. It couldn't be that maybe there's something that he's not ready for, right? Couldn't be that. Couldn't none, of course, right? Got to be her choice because she's the boss bitch in this relationship. I get it, right? So I hear y'all. And so she found a dude that she could wife up. You know what I mean? And that's great. Now it would be great if y'all could point out to me how often that's worked out. So I'll wait.
Why are you feminizing him? This is my question. You had a problem with me feminizing
it's
Offset,
funny,
but you feminizing him, calling him a wife and everything.
I didn't have a problem y'all be creating problems. I didn't have a problem with you feminizing him. I had a problem with you calling something bitch made when it might have been business made. I don't know. I had a problem with you mischaracterizing using words. I have a problem with you having emotional ears, right? In this
Says the
conversation.
person who clearly has emotional ears as well. Said the person who clearly has emotional ears and have the ability to switch things into manese here.
I was just talking about talk, you know what I'm saying? So I'm having a great time, because y'all are funny. That's all I'm saying. Because listen, let me tell you a secret. Right? The way that y'all use it. The truth is, I've never heard a man say, I have it all. I've never in my entire life heard a man say that. Most of the men, like Michael Jordan, for example, talked about the sacrifice that he had to make to be Michael fucking Jordan. Most guys I've ever heard, right, good or bad or otherwise, who's reached a certain level of heights, and let's be clear, the heights that Rihanna has reached is ridiculous. Right? Just off of success. Congrats. Nobody's knocking that. What I'm saying is that for people who are in that era, they do make sacrifices. And by definition, you said it yourself, S&M, you can't have it all. There's a give. Even if it's not an all that you can see. You see, oh, she got a man. Cool. But what commitment has he really made to her that we can see? I'm only going by what we can see, y'all. Right? So I get that we got to plug in stuff to make the case, but I'm saying that the way it looks from here, that she's taken a step back from the career that we've known her for. And even when she was popping off early with the Fenty stuff, once you kind of grow into a larger business, either you get bought out or people come in to manage the business. So y'all making a case for her being running her mom and pop spot, like where? Right? So it is possible that even herself recognizes that I can't have it all. Even the great Beyonce has had to have dips and ebbs and flows in her career when she decided to put down the microphone so that she can be a mom. It's only in somehow these fake fucking feminist bullshit that y'all make it seem like there's no all. It doesn't exist. There are sacrifices to be made to climb to certain heights. And most men who climb to those heights make sacrifices too. Maybe you don't acknowledge their sacrifices, but there's men out there who have to be on the road as salesmen, who don't get a chance to be home with their kids. They miss games. They miss the emotional stuff. Yes, they're providing. They're doing what they're supposed to do, but they don't have it all, right? And y'all talk about like, oh, she got nannies and stuff. Nannies and stuff don't replace time with your people, with family. The same thing that men recognize. Yes, I can make sure she's good, but like, it's not enough. I wish I could be there. Yes. So this idea that somebody can have it all, to me, just on the face of it, sounds ridiculous, right? Now, if you're talking about being able to make up your own fucking definition of all, congratulations, then yes, everybody can have it all. But when we're talking about this idea that we're talking about regular, everyday women who got to sit there and balance between, yes, a husband, yes, a career, yes, children, and I'm not even talking Rihanna. These are real choices that real people got to make. And those real choices have real consequences when relationships fall apart. So it's like, yo, I'm sorry. Y'all, this idea, and I think that's probably part of the problem. Like, y'all have this fairy tale that these guys over here are having it all. No, we're not. No, we're not. We never said that. Show me one video. We're making sacrifices. And at the same time, if you want to have it all, guess what? You're going to have to make sacrifices too. We just hope we're not the ones that you're sacrificing in doing that. And when we are the ones that you're sacrificing when we do that, we find outlets, right? There's no accountability for that either, huh? Because when that nigga's the one working so much and neglecting you, all the reasons that y'all give women the excuse to cheat, it don't apply for the man, right? Even if he's playing the second position, even if he's the one being wiped up, y'all can't even empathize with that a little bit? No? Because he's just a piece of shit, huh? Y'all
How
want it
you just
all.
go to this whole nother storyline though?
Y'all
Because
want it
now
all.
you're adding extra stuff that wasn't
Because
even
y'all was
part of the
adding extra
story.
stuff. Then we're
No,
going to add
I
some
want to go
extra
ahead.
shit.
No,
What
I
I
want
was
to go
doing
ahead and
was
say
being
this.
great
I want to answer
activity.
your question. You brought up cheating and everything. No one's talking about cheating. And I actually acknowledge that us regular folks, we can't have it all. I actually said there's sacrifices along the way. So that means you was listening with emotional ears and you didn't hear me say that in Rihanna's case specifically, yes, she had it all. I said for us regular folks, we may not have it all because there's sacrifices. Is it a career? Is it relationships? So you, sir, did not hear that from me.
No.
And I will also say this really quickly.
Yeah.
I will also say this. You asked this hypothetical question of where have men said they had it all? Men didn't have to say it. Men didn't have to say it because they already had the wife and the kids in the background. The expectation was on the woman. Men didn't have to say it. And the society had to set it up. So the reason why we even have this question of if women can have it all was because women stepped into their own, into the career field. And that's why we even had that question, because it was a question of between family or career. That's why the question was presented to women and has never really been presented to men because it wasn't.
Y'all
Go ahead. What was that?
Let me call Cap because the reason
I'll pull history out of the
women
heartbeat
think
about that.
men have it all
ChatGPT
is because men have to show up with it all. We can't even get a date unless we have it all.
We can't. All?
What?
No, now
I mean, the man's got to come with his job, his career, his house, his everything all together. We come with it all together and add y'all to it. So, of course, we have it all by the time you show up. It's a requirement for stepping in the game.
Yeah, stop it, Jay. Stop it. They do not have it all. They do not have it all because most men are out here crying, which is why we started this, about the fact that women want them to show up with an income. I don't want to have to spend money. I don't want to lose my money. All the broke men don't have it all, are angry because the men that do have it are complaining about it. So they don't have it all. The average man does not have it all. So
most people do not have it. Nobody has it all. It's like a fake thing that y'all choose to believe in is what I'm saying.
And career and house.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and S&M, you were not hearing me clearly either, right? Because we're blaming the emotional ears thing. What I was saying is, when you post up Rihanna and make it seem like, oh, here's a woman who has it all, and I'm telling you, I don't think that's the case. It gives the same women that you're saying, hey, us regular women don't have it all, the hope that you can. And many of y'all, when y'all look up to these women, end up feeling bad about yourselves because how come she can do it and I can't? The truth is she's not doing it either. We look at these celebrities and think they have it all. They don't. They don't be. We see the tragic end to a lot of these situations and still assume the best of them. Where have you seen this work? So when regular women are hearing you talk about, well, Rihanna had it all, you don't know that. And I'm making a case to those same regular women who will never have it all, that guess what? Rihanna doesn't have it all either, sis. So you don't have to feel no type of way about where you're at in life, because guess what? Even though she has more shit, it still doesn't mean she has it all, is what the fuck I'm saying.
Well, I just want to say that Beyonce never took a break. Just to clear. She never.
That's a lie.
That's
a lie on Beyonce's internet, okay?
Beyonce never took a break. She got on the road right after Blue Ivy was born. Blue Ivy was on she didn't. And that's actually, I don't think that's a good example, but she did not take a break. She never said, I'm going to sit down and be with my kids. She did not. I'm just saying from her career.
You pick it one moment, right? So you tell me.
Because you stood on that. Well, Beyonce took a break. No, she didn't.
I'm saying throughout Beyonce's 20-some-odd-year career, you mean to tell me did Beyonce take not one break?
We're talking about when she had children. We're talking about when she had children and became a wife. She did not stop. In fact, she was one of the people that pushed the idea of being on the road, pushing out a baby 1 month, being snatched the next month, being on tour.
I'm going to look it up.
I don't think is a positive.
I'm gonna call Cap. I'm calling Cap because I feel like when Lemonade came out and prior to Lemonade, she did the whole movie thing exposing what she was going through with the whole baby stuff. Beyonce took a time out. And again, listen, y'all, to me, that's a minuscule point. I'm encouraging y'all to just not overburden yourselves, to not put too much on yourselves, to not think, S&M, even in your own book, you talk about how some of the strong, like some of these tropes that can be harmful to women to think that, hey, I can do X, Y, and Z. And I'm sitting here telling you, at least for me, I'm consistent. Man or woman, there's no such thing as having it all. People make sacrifices, especially the higher you go. So if y'all ain't feeling that, cool. I'm the asshole, but I get it. Y'all selling people false dreams. I don't want to do that.